Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I just want to dive in, and I want to start off with this video here from Ripple themselves. And we see payments and treasury leaders can unlock many benefits by embracing crypto in their financial flows. Gain insights from our new value report in this Ripple Drop episode with Navin Gupta, Managing Director South Asia, and Mina. Check this video out. It's about roughly 5 minutes long, but it's jam-packed with a ton of information.
Navin, Ripple recently released the new value report for 2023. Could you talk to the audience about what the new value report is and what kind of data it shares?
The new value report is a survey of business leaders and their attitude towards cryptocurrency. And what we find is 79% of the business leaders who are surveyed are either interested or very interested in harnessing the power of cryptocurrencies in their business.
MENA was identified as a key region for crypto. Can you talk to me about the attitudes towards crypto for folks here in the Middle East and North Africa?
So first of all, MENA has always been very progressive in terms of crypto regulation, right? That gives the safety and the comfort for people to essentially adopt cryptocurrencies. The second thing is, if you look at a market like UAE or, for example, GCC, which is 6 countries here in the GCC, what you would find is 90% of the people are immigrants, which means they have moved overseas and they send money back home. So because of the remittance use case and the benefits to the remittance use case, we are seeing a higher adoption of crypto than usual.
You were talking about remittances and those benefits. What are the primary use cases that you're seeing for central bank digital currencies and stable coins?
So specifically for central bank digital currencies, what the governments want to do is they want to digitize the economy, right? They want to increase the velocity of money in the economy itself, which essentially gets higher growth. And last thing that they want to do is they want to have financial inclusion. There are many people today who are not part of the economic system, and they want to make sure that they are covered through central bank digital currencies.
Are we seeing a lot of interest in tokenization as a whole?
So tokenization of real-world asset is definitely a big theme. Think about an illiquid asset. Think about a building in which everybody wants to participate in. But today they're not able to participate in because lots of time building is illiquid and the securities don't trade outside of the home market. Let's take a building in the UAE, and a Japanese investor who wants to invest, say, 100 yen into that building is not able to. But with tokenization, they would be able to use yen to essentially make an investment in the token. And then second, they would also be able to see all the transactions on chain, which essentially brings transparency and the ability for them to buy and sell at any time. So investment and trading are the biggest use cases of tokenization, and we will see that those becoming real in very short time.
Are we seeing a lot of interest in DeFi here in the Middle East?
So our survey indicates that number of business leaders want to take advantage of DeFi, but I would say it's still in early stages. They're figuring it out, they're experimenting to say how the liquidity pools in DeFi could be useful for them. But the overall answer is yes, but more work needs to be done on multiple use cases that are being experimented with.
You touched on this before, specifically about remittances, but for payments and treasury leaders, both in the region and abroad, what are the incentives for them to use crypto in their financial flows?
So let's take a simple example, right? So there is a buyer and supplier. Both of them are based in different countries. And today, the terms are net 30. That means the buyer pays the supplier 30 days after the goods have been received. Now, today, when they make the payment, the actual money is credited into the account of the supplier only on the 33rd day. That means they lose on an average 3 days of working capital every month. This compounds to 36 days over 1 year. Now, let's assume if they were using cryptocurrencies as a bridge, the payment that the supplier will be receiving will be instant.
And the key word there is the bridge, because he's talking about cryptocurrencies and a bridge asset, aka we all know XRP.
Eliminating this 36 days of wasteful working capital that today they have to bear with, which essentially means that they can be 10% more productive in their business by eliminating this and receiving the money on the 30th day when it is sent by the buyer. And that's the power of cryptocurrencies that the businesses would like to harness.
For the region that you lead here, MENA, the Middle East and North Africa, there's been a lot of interest in crypto. Can you talk about the temperature here for crypto, the adoption of crypto in the Middle East?
Yeah, absolutely. So firstly, Middle East always had progressive regulations around crypto. So if you look at specifically the UAE, it already has enabling regulation. It has a virtual asset specific regulator that's helping with the adoption of cryptocurrencies itself. Every day, I get phone calls from multiple countries around the world for Web3 entrepreneurs who wants to move to the UAE and call it their home. And this is what we are seeing. We are seeing entrepreneurs, we are seeing money, we are seeing enabling regulation, and that's what's making the Middle East the hotbed for cryptocurrencies and entrepreneurship around it.
Now, the reason why I included this video, because I don't typically do long videos within videos, because again, it's a time waster. But this video was crucial to understand what's actually happening around crypto, right? As we look at crypto and as we look at adoption around crypto, every single major business, every single major payment and financial leader out there wants to utilize crypto for the benefits that can be embraced using it. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, because we start to see recent expansions from Ripple with Ducati, for an example, around NFTs built on the XRP ledger, of course. Also, recently, Ripple talked a little bit more about tokenization of real-world assets like carbon credits, which is a powerful use case of blockchain technology. And then also recently, we've seen the Republic of Palau is partnering with Ripple to pilot a USD-backed stablecoin on, of course, the XRP ledger through the CBDC platform. All of this is happening in real time. Now, mind you, I talked about XRP, and I recently made a tweet and I said, take a second to think about the potential behind or the power behind tokenization. And I outlined a ton of these valuations. I included it in a recent video. There's quadrillions of dollars out there behind these markets that are going to be touched by tokenization over the course of the next 5 to 10 years. Now, I made another tweet and I talked a little bit about XRP, and I said the amount of people who will actually get rich off of XRP is so little. Why? It's so simple. Retail is blinded by short-term price action. What percentage will sell at $1, $2, $3, all-time highs? Forget it. Most will already be out. A double-digit XRP will happen. Time is the only question, and the big moves when institutions actually go live are still some time away. Either way, it's such a small percentage of the holders who will reap the rewards. And listen, I don't think that anyone shouldn't be, sitting here saying, oh, I'm not going to sell at all. No, you should take profits. You should de-risk yourself, especially your original investment, and then just hodl the moon bag, right? But as we look at XRP, one thing I'm certain about is that this is a $1 trillion asset. I've always said it. Going off of the circulating supply, that is roughly about a $19 XRP, an upside of 26x. Going off the total supply, this thing is about a $10 XRP. And why is this possible? Why is this going to happen, in my opinion? Well, because Bitcoin already hit a $1 trillion market cap. And I don't mean to compare apples to oranges here, but when we look at Bitcoin and when we look at XRP, there's a significant difference. Utility-wise, right? Utility-wise and adoption-wise, we know that Bitcoin is not the chosen one in terms of payments or value technology and stuff like that. We know that there's always going to be something better. We know that Bitcoin has paved the way for a lot of these assets to become into reality, which is great to see. But as we look at XRP, we know that this thing, for well over a whole decade, right, has been connected to some very large players because of what Ripple has done. I said over on Twitter, people don't even realize how many banks are prepared to go live with XRP-enabled solutions. Over a decade worth of networking from Ripple with extremely large institutional networks, banks, credit unions, etc., will soon all pay off. Everything is aligning perfectly, from the infrastructure being upgraded to accommodate for these solutions to the regulatory forefront. It's all coming together, and in my opinion, within the next 2 years, we will see a lot of this go live. 2025 is my time frame on regulations and when we see things go live. The big obstacle is regulatory frameworks. Once that is broken, it's game over. You are either early and in before the big money comes, or you are too late. And again, here we have, when the price crashes, anticipation. Please tell the chart that. Like, a lot of these people are stuck in the short-term narrative. And even recently, when I made this tweet, right, we've seen a few people saying XRP will never make a new all-time high. Forget about this double-digit talk. Never going to happen. Ripple's still not using XRP on its liquidity hub, and banks will never use XRP. Swift will never allow it. We also see over here, can't even hit $1. It will never reach $2. And this is what's comical, right? Like, everyone thinks that XRP can't go to these, high prices because, there's going to be too many people getting rich. Most of the people will be shaken out before the big moves even happen. I've talked about a triple-digit XRP, and I do strongly believe that a triple-digit XRP will eventually happen when institutions are going live and transacting with XRP. Like I said, there's hundreds of trillions in the quadrillions of dollars as well worth of assets and markets out there that are moving 24/7, 365. Look at securities transactions, right? The DTCC settles 2.4, I think it was, or like it was somewhere within the quadrillions of dollars. And that's per year. worth of securities transactions. Imagine streamlining that with 3 to 5 second settlement at a low cost fee. I mean, things are changing around the payment infrastructure. And also, by the way, as we've seen from the managing director at Ripple in South Asia and Mina, he's talking about how these payments and treasury leaders want to utilize crypto and embrace it. And it's also businesses, enterprises, individuals. Everyone wants to utilize crypto right now, but it's such a small percentage of the general public yet. So we have a long way to go, right? Like we're still not at the mass adoption point. Retail's not here. Institutions aren't even here, right? Like there's such a small percentage of the retail sector even a part of the space. As we look at XRP, there's only 4.7 million holders. To get into the top 1% of the holders, you have to be holding almost 70,000 XRP. You know, most people are down here where it's like 3.5 to, 15 or 21.5, which, some of these numbers aren't too hard to get to. I know like 70,000 XRP is a little bit too much to ask the regular person. But XRP has started to price people out already, right? Like, a lot of people aren't going to be able to hold 120,000 XRP or 257,000 XRP or 460,000 XRP. So as we look at XRP today versus, going years and years back, most people doubted XRP during 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and now it is 2023. XRP is the only asset that has regulatory clarity, and yet people are still doubting it to ever reach $1, $2, new all-time high, $10. When we're talking about institutions transacting XRP, and we have the XRP ledger expanding, which we already see, tokenization, we have so much happening all at once. It is an incredible network effect of adoption and utility all coming together and converging on one massive ledger utilizing an asset like XRP. What do you think is going to happen with all that demand with such a small supply? Because 100 billion supply is still very small. You also remember, a portion of the supply does get burned on all those transactions. So think about the future. The future is very bright around XRP, and I really do think that a lot of people will miss out on this once in a lifetime opportunity, even around this entire space. Because remember, a lot of people want to get into crypto and get out immediately just when they get rich or, when they make a certain amount of money. But that's not the case, right? Like, I think everyone should stay in this market because this is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity. We are in a market before the big institutions can even jump in because of regulations. Like, for the first time in history, retail is here before the institutions. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. So it's up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are on this world. That's been Nick. Peace out, guys.